Hello class, welcome to Lesson A. Okay, so Lesson A, we're going through some introduction of microbiology. And there are some things that I need you to look in your book and in your PowerPoints for. Some of the things that I want you to focus in on is knowing what is microbiology. I also want you to know what a pathogen is and all the different kinds of pathogens that we're going to be learning in class. For right now, I just need you to know the basic structure and the function of each one of the pathogens. We'll get into that in greater detail later on in the semester. I want you to do a little bit of research on the history of microbiology. There's a lot of very fascinating people that have contributed to the study of microbes. Also, make sure to understand what the scientific method is. It is very important to know all of the steps in the scientific method. The other thing that I want you to know is whenever I say domain, kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, species, that you understand what it is that I am talking about. Make sure to take a look at your Connect assignment, which is the Chapter 1 assignment. I also am going to encourage you to go ahead and bring in your lab gear. It's going to consist of your disposable lab coat, your lab safety glasses, and I'd like for you to bring in a pencil that's going to be dedicated just for lab. The reason that you needed a dedicated lab pencil is to make sure that you do not spread bacteria throughout the rest of your life. Also for lab, I need you to print off the lab, make sure to read through it, and go ahead and answer the questions that you can answer before we actually do the lab. You'll see that throughout the rest of the semester. The course is very fast-paced, and so we have to get through a lot of information, and that is going to include the labs as well. And during class, we are going to be focusing in on differences between prokaryotes and eukaryotes. I will give you some greater detail on each one of the pathogens. I'm going to focus in on a couple of researchers, and that's going to be Louis Pasteur and Robert Koch. And I will be describing to you how you need to be writing scientific name for all the bacteria throughout the rest of the class. If you do not do it correctly, you will get points deducted from each one of your labs and your assignments. After the lecture, you will be taking the Lesson A quiz.